Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and I took a little hiatus from the franchise, Madden 18 franchise with the Buffalo Bills, but for good reason. We are starting a new series on the channel, and this is involving a 32 user online franchise in Madden. Man, this is what I look forward to every year. This is my 6th year doing this. We get a team of guys, 32 people, and we don't even know each other personally. It's a pretty good league, really competitive. The top Madden players, we get together and join forces to create a league. It's called Ball Star, man. I mean, this is gonna be a fun ride because, man, we start out with a fantasy draft, so you don't necessarily start out with a good team, you don't start with a bad team. Everybody starts out on even ground. You draft who you want on your team, and throughout the season, man, I'm gonna be listening to you guys, man. What move should I make? Because this is a fantasy league, remember that. I do want to keep it, you know, I don't want to get cheated out of trades, because remember, I'm trading with 31 other users, and I'm not going to get cheated out of trades. I do want to get some Broncos. I do want to keep that in mind. My favorite team is the Broncos. I want to get some Broncos on my team. I didn't get to draft everybody I wanted, but that's what we're going through here, the roster here. So this is going to be, man, a fun experience with all of you guys, because you guys make this happen. You guys will help me dictate who I get in trades, who you think I should go after, just the system I should run, who should get the ball more, what defense I should play, who to progress, things like that. And this is about to be real fun, so let's just get it started, man. Let's just look at this roster here. So of course we did start out with the Broncos. Our best player, as you can see right there, is Taylor Lewan, but let's look at the whole roster here. So let's go to quarterback. So I know what you're thinking here, Jay Cutler, really? But don't worry, he's not my starting quarterback. I wanted to choose a guy that was young, that had some arm strength, that can run the ball a little bit, and I waited till pretty late in the draft. Let's look at Jacoby Brissett. I actually waited. Let's just see if it tells you where you got him. I'm not sure if it tells you where you drafted him, but I did get him kind of late in the draft. He's 24 years old, which means he can progress pretty well, because remember, the progressing years are anywhere below age 25 and below. So if you're age 25 below, you can progress pretty well. Age 26, it gets a little difficult, but I mean, once you get to 27, there's really no need to progress anymore, because after age 28, you're going to start declining. But Jacoby Brissett, if you look here, 94 throw power, 76 medium, 81 short, 73 deep. The thing I really like about him is that he does have some good play action there. 77 is pretty solid. 82 throw on the run. I'm going to need that, because I'm going to have a lot of plays outside the pocket. And 79 speed. I mean, he can scramble if I really need him to. And I don't really use scrambling too much, only when I really need it, because you don't want people to put a spy on you. You want to have that late game scramble for a first down that just kills the defense. But here at running back, man, we decided to get Isaiah Crowell. So there's a reason why we got Isaiah Crowell. So if you look at his stats here, he's 89 speed, 93 acceleration, which is really good. 89 speed isn't really slow. And one thing they fixed in this year's game is that your players don't regress in speed due to age. But he's 24, so he doesn't even have to worry about that. So he's still progressing. But 87 carry, which means he's going to hold on to the ball. 82 elusiveness isn't bad, but 85 truck as well. But here's where I got him right here. Juke move 92. So this man can truck people at 85 and juke at 92. So that's going to be really valuable to use. And backing him up, I have TJ Yeldon, who's actually not too bad. 90 juke moves, and he has 80 truck and 84 elusiveness. So he's going to be somebody that I'm going to rely on third down situations. And also I picked up Chris Thompson, who's actually a faster back. 91 speed, 94 acceleration, 84 carrying, and he can catch a little better. 67 catching. Let's just see. But the only thing is, their injuries down a little bit. Chris Thompson's a 70. TJ Yeldon's a 84, which is kind of low for running back. But nonetheless, I have Isaiah Crowell leading the way for me. So let's go over to fullback. I picked up Andy Janovich from the Broncos. I wanted to get a Bronco here, and this was more of just like a favoritism pick. So I actually got him around round 20 or so. But here's where we get interesting here. Demaryius Thomas, you know I'm gonna get him, man. DT, he's gonna get the ball a lot. 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 83 catch, 89 catching traffic, 94 spectacular catch, 89 route running. This catch we're gonna have to get up. They have him pretty low because he does drop some passes in real life, and that's probably why they have it so low, but I'm not really worried about that. But behind him we got Carlos Henderson, the rookie for the Broncos. He's got 90 speed, 5'11", 84 catch, 83 catching traffic, 82 spectacular, 77 route running, 81 release, 86 jump. I mean, he's solid. I mean, he's 5'11", but here's where we get interesting, man. Chris Godwin. I actually picked him up pretty late in the draft, and I'm excited about him because he's got 91 speed, 92 acceleration, but here's where he shines, man. He's got that quick development trait, which means he's going to progress a little faster than normal people are, normal young players are. So he's going to be in the slot, and he's only 21, which means he's got a few years to progress in comparison to Carlos Henderson. Carlos Henderson's 22. I mean, it's not a big difference, but it makes a difference because he's going to have a lot of prime years here, Chris Godwin is. Below them, let's see, we got Jaron Brown, who's another speed guy here, and then we have Jalen Marshall, who's just a throw-in guy, just a guy to fill up the roster. He's 22 as well. So at the tight end position, I decided to go with two rookies here. Gerald Everett, who he got drafted by the Rams in real life, 85 speed, 88 acceleration, 82 catch. His route running is pretty slow, pretty bad right now, 66, but that's all right. 65 release, run blocking isn't bad, impact blocking 73. But below him, we got Jake Butt, who, remember, he tore his ACL at Michigan. The Broncos ended up picking him in the draft in real life in the 5th round. What a steal that was. 83 catch, 65 route running. I'm pretty surprised to see him that low route running, but it's all right because he's got some pretty good run blocking, 69 for a rookie, 70 impact block. But we're going to be looking to use double tight ends a lot. And here's where I chose to use my this is probably, all my linemen were probably chosen within my first 10 picks. And it's a snake draft, so I had pick number 31. So I had to wait a whole 60 picks. After I picked number 31, I would pick 2 the next round. I would have to wait another 60 picks until my next pick. So I had to choose wisely. I really did. So I chose to go with some linemen here. Taylor Lewan is the main guy here, a left tackle. I need to protect that blind side of Jacoby Brissett, and you'll see, man, when I'm running the ball, these holes are open. I mean, they're just open. Taylor Lewan has 90 run block, 87 pass block, 85 impact block. At guard, I got Quentin Spain, another 25-year-old. He's normal development trait, but he has 81 run block, 86 pass block, 83 impact block. So he's going to be opening up lanes. So Corey Linsley up the middle. He's going to be a little less of a blocker here, but his 89 impact block is going to be important because he's going to need to blow up some linebackers at times when I have like a cutback lane. He's going to need to seal those holes there. So I decided to stay young there. And then David DeCastro, 91 overall, 94 strength, 85 run block, 89 pass block, 87 impact. So I'm really shoring up this line here. And then Ryan Schrader, who's also going to be at 88 overall, 87 strength, 87 run block, 86 pass block. So I made sure to get that line good. But here's who I chose with my first pick. Actually, my second pick. I chose my second pick. Joey Bosa. He's a beast, superstar trait, 88 block shedding. He's only 22. 80 speed, 89 finesse moves. Man, I'm telling you, man, I'm excited for him to come off the edge. And man, when I send blitzes, Joey Bosa is about to take advantage because his guy lining over him is going to be panicking, and he's about to wreak some havoc. So here I chose Noah Spence. This was kind of a later pick. I kind of had to choose a right end later because I chose Bosa, and I decided not to go after end for a while. But after a little bit, a lot of players started going off the board, and in the beginning of the draft, I like to choose like skill positions as far as cornerbacks. I don't really like to choose receivers, but I do like to choose defense because early in the draft, a lot of teams are trying to draft quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, stuff that I can make a quarterback, I can make a receiver, I can make a running back. Like, I'm good enough on offense that I can make these guys good. So I draft defense because you can't control everybody on defense. So I chose Noah Spence. He's a young guy, 23. I can develop him pretty well. He's got 87 acceleration, which does matter for an end. It does matter a lot. But here I chose, actually early in the draft, I chose Danny Shelton. And Danny Shelton here, 95 strength. He's a quick development trait. He's only 24, 87 block shedding, 86 play recognition. Believe it or not, play recognition is very, very important for D tackles because they need to know if it's going to be a play action, because a lot of guys, a lot of the D tackles, I mean, they don't really do anything. They're just there to plug in the middle. But if you have play recognition, you can recognize whether to pass rush or whether to run block or run stuff. So that's important there. So I am running a 4-3. So I decided to get Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark is actually an end in real life, but he's 21 years old. I'm getting these young guys, man. 87 strength, 78 block shedding, but 80 play recognition, which is important, and 83 acceleration. So I'm going with this youth movement here on the line. So here at left outside linebacker, I decided to go with my boy Shane Ray. He's 24 years old, 83 speed. I try to get the best clone of Von Miller I could, especially with blitzes. He's going to be getting in there a lot, backing him up as moats. But here in the middle linebacker, I picked up Quan Alexander early in the draft, and here's the reason why, man. He's got that 87 speed, 86 pursuit, and he's 23 years old. So the youth movement is going to be real, man. It's going to be fun to user this guy over the middle because, man, it really does help when you have a fast linebacker that you can rover with, or just run around with. And if you're a good user, man, it's really nice to have a fast linebacker at your disposal. And here's my hole. Here's my biggest hole. I have Trent Cole at the right outside linebacker position. But right now, actually, Eli Harold is going to start there because he's 23, he's 86 speed, and you know what? I can't deal with a 76 speed right outside linebacker because a lot of users, man, they like to run to the outside. They like to swerve a little bit, and I'm gonna need somebody who can get to the outside edge. So Eli Harold is actually gonna start over the veteran here in Trent Cole. But here at cornerback, here's who I got with my first pick: Darius Slay Jr. Big play Slay. You're gonna hear his name a lot this year. 94 speed. I mean, you can't beat that. 94 speed, 92 acceleration. Then he's got 90 man, 87 zone, 86 play recognition. He's gonna make big plays just like his nickname. Quick development trait. And here actually late in the draft, I chose Terrence Newman, and he's an old guy. He's 38. He's likely going to retire after this year. Maybe if he plays one more year for me, that'll be pretty cool because then I'll have another nickel corner because he's not playing outside because he's way too slow. But here's gonna be my outside other guy, Woozy out of Colorado. Man, I watched a lot of Colorado games. He was jumping off the screen. He was locking his guys up. So 82 man. It's going to be easy to develop him, to be honest, because I'm going to put him in positions where he gets a lot of picks, you know, a lot of zone blitzes where guys are going to panic and throw the ball to him. So 92 acceleration, 91 speed. He's going to keep up with those fast guys. And especially since we have pressure from Joey Bosa, you know, he's not gonna have to defend these guys too long in the pocket where, you know, he has to chase after a streaking guy deep across the field. And here I have DJ Hayden as my fourth corner. I don't really like DJ Hayden in the spot right now. I'm probably gonna be looking to get another corner there in my fourth, just in case, because you never know, one of these guys can get hurt, and DJ Hayden's gonna have to step up. So to round out the corners here, Ray Wilson and Robert Nelson Jr. So those guys really won't touch the field as much. But here's where we get interesting, man. I chose my guy Justin Simmons. Remember, TJ Ward in real life got cut, so it's tough, man. It's tough to see TJ Ward go. But Justin Simmons is actually the Broncos starting strong safety, taking over for TJ Ward. But in the game, they have him as free safety. I could switch him to strong, but, you know, he's really good in coverage. He's got 77 zone, which is actually pretty high for free safety, especially as young as he is. He's 23, 91 acceleration, 70 man. So he can actually play some man. And first thing I'm going to upgrade with him is play recognition, because as a safety, I'm going to need him to be the last line of defense. I'm going to need him to recognize plays. He's going to have to get that up. And here at strong safety, Tavon Wilson Jr., man, I'm telling you, he is one of the most underrated guys in the league because he is so consistent at the safety position for the Detroit Lions. I decided to pick him up. He's got decent speed, 87 for a safety. That's actually pretty fast. 87 play recognition, 87 pursuit. And, you know, he doesn't have high hit power. He's only 69, but I just need a sure tackler. I need a guy that can roam around, that can recognize plays, And even in practice, man, I was seeing like how he was getting after the ball, and Sean Richardson is going to be backing him up. So here at kicker, I chose Brandon McManus. He's a kicker for the Broncos, 26 years old, 97 power, and Dustin Colquitt is going to be my punter. So here are my picks here. So, one thing about this league, it's a bunch of users, so a lot of people have different strategies. Either they want to win now, just trade all their picks and win now, or a lot of guys want to stockpile picks. So here's what I have an extra fourth round pick from the 49ers, then I have every other round. So we'll see, man, because I really do, if I can get an elite right outside linebacker here, I might trade that first round pick. You never know. And I do need another corner, because just in case Terrence Newman is going to retire, he's likely going to retire. He's 38 years old. He's going to be in the slot for us, but I don't know. We gotta get somebody at corner, because we do have a young team. We have a really young secondary. Really, I'm telling you, the bulk of my picks were at this O-line. I chose it because, man, you're going to see, man, a lot of guys aren't going to sack me. They're not going to be sacking me for sure, and I'm going to get a lot of run yards. So, man, that's going to do it, man. We're actually going up against the Chargers the first game. It should be a good matchup, man. I haven't played this guy before, but who knows, man. It's going to be an awesome season. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode.